Cheers. Can you hear that fly? There's a fly joined me in the bus. It's been over 2 years, 2 years and 4 or 5 months since I started making the videos about the bus. And of course not all of them are about the Cheers. Cheers. I uploaded my first video. Cheers. It's 19 and I'm just having a contemplative moment sitting in the bus where I first started this the Old Man in the Bus series. I've withdrawn to the bus. Then you're not really enjoying it, in which case you're better off not forcing yourself to do it. I'm still rambling. I think I'm going to put all of this aside and think about doing something completely different. This is more of an update than anything else. I made my first video for the bus sitting right here in a seat that's now gone in September 2022. So that's now 2 and almost a half, 2.5 years ago. And since then I've made, I believe, about 9 videos about the bus. Most of them are really about cosmetic changes, you know, so the removal of the seats, removal of the wheelchair lift, taking down things like the air conditioning cover and stuff like that, battery charging, and there's a bit of a story about that I'll tell you in a moment, and not a lot of real activity in the sense of building a fit out or something a lot of people do, and there's a bunch of reasons for that, and you know, that is that a whole lot of things have happened, you know. I mean, I lost my brother back at the beginning of 2023. More recently, Millie's had a lot of problems with her legs, and you've seen a few updates on that. I've had quite a few issues with my health, and then we had that horrific storm in December 2023, which knocked us all for 6, you know, and you know, we still don't have a back fence, for example. We've finally cleared up out the front, but there's still tree trunks sitting out here, and I'll show you those in just a moment. Regarding the battery in the bus, which I mentioned, and that is that I periodically put the batteries on charge, but one of them has now failed, and I've now isolated them from each other and from the bus, but I'm going to replace those as a pair. So neglect of the bus probably, and age, has led to the failure of those batteries. And I suppose that's true of a lot of things. You know, if you neglect it, well, it will fail, and that's certainly what's happened with these batteries. But I did want to give you a bit of an update regarding the bus, and that is that I'm not certain what it is I'm going to do with it, to be honest. I really love it, to be honest. It's great to sit here on a day like today, for example, and to make videos. And so I suppose in that sense I'm still keen to get something done with it, even if it's just to turn it into a rudimentary camper or motorhome. And for that, and I think we've discussed this previously, there's only a few requirements, you know, such as a bed, some storage, somewhere to cook, a fire extinguisher, and then you can really register it as a motorhome. So maybe that's the path that I'll take, is just do a quick rudimentary build get it registered, get it on the road, and then go to, I don't know, interesting places and make some more videos, because I thoroughly enjoy this whole process of making videos. And so I suppose the other thing that I wanted to cover is the reason why we might make videos. I don't know what the percentage is or the proportion is, but there's a lot of videos on YouTube that are just about making videos on YouTube. To me, they all seem rather pointless. But interestingly, I've watched them, and I know that a lot of people watch them because some of them have huge numbers of views. And a lot of those really are about things like ideal length, having the perfect thumbnail, or having the great title, or how you edit them, or the kind of music that you might choose, and blah blah blah. But to be perfectly honest, I don't make videos with the intent to get a huge viewership, or to sell a product, or even to sell myself all that much. I make them because I just really like making them. So to me, it's a little like a hobby, like photography, for example. You know, you might have a hobby like photography, and that's because you like taking photographs. You don't necessarily want to sell your photographs or impress people with your photographs, but you just want to take the photographs. And I think that's a bit like that with me and YouTube, and that is that I don't really mind that I don't have a huge number of subscribers. I never do that please subscribe kind of thing, and please like this video, you know, because I suppose if people are looking for this kind of content, they'll find this kind of content. There's a bit like a YouTuber that I watch called Marty T, and I'll put a link to that in the description. But Marty T is a Kiwi. He's been making videos for about 10 years, and he's probably what you'd call a homesteader. And he makes videos around his homestead. He bought a block of land, I don't know how big it is, a few hundred acres, I suppose, in the bush around the Marlborough Sound, so somewhere around the, I don't know, Nelson area, I suppose, in New Zealand. And he started out making fairly simple videos, I think, of how he generates power and how he puts solar panels on his roof and stuff like that. But he's graduated into a lot of machinery. So he's found himself a tractor that he's bought on Marketplace or off eBay or something, and he's got it going because he's incredibly talented mechanically. He takes what looked like the roughest of old tractors or bulldozers or excavators or even a grader, and with a little bit of tinkering gets them going and uses them around his property. And he's such a laid-back character. I don't recall him ever saying, please subscribe or hit the like button now, but nevertheless he has a huge number of subscribers and a big viewership, and I think it's because people have found him. And I think that that's what I do with my videos, is that I guess if people are looking for someone who just sits in their bus and rambles on, or tinkers about with the troopy, or tinkers about with the bus, or builds a shed, or fixes a lawnmower, whatever it might be, well, I guess then eventually people may find me. But if not, it doesn't really matter either. Not that I don't care about that, because obviously one always wants to kind of increase one's reach, because I suppose, you know, we do it because we do want a bit of an audience, but at the same time too, we do it because, or people like me anyway, that is, because we enjoy the process of making a video, and so therefore we make the videos whether we know that anyone's going to listen to them or not. So let's shoot out in the yard, and we'll have a bit of a walk around, and I'll show you some of the tree stumps that are still down, and the stage that we are at with a lot of the cleanup that we have had since the December storm of 2023. So this tree stump is from a tree that fell a long time back. In fact, I think it was 2022 that fell, and it fell, as you recall, on the caravan that was there. Over here there's a pile of fencing material from the back fence, which is still missing. And then these two logs here are from that tree that fell from the neighbour's property and flattened the troopy and my trailer. This is the stump left from the tree that fell through the fence, which is what pulled all of that fence down. And these two are the ones that fell and went through the shed. So the front yard's looking stunning at the moment. All of the trees, stumps have been removed, branches have been removed. Pile of things still to be burned, but otherwise it's all being cleaned up. Even those branches have gone that were over here and here. That's it for now. Let's catch up again later. Just wanted to give you a bit of an update where we're up to, and particularly, regarding the bus. But there's lots of other things in the pipeline. Keep you posted.